Hello boys and girls, back again. If y'all have been following this repair really, on this MR2, you'll know we put a distributor in it, we've changed the spark plugs on it, we've done a tune-up on it, I've replaced the spark module, the distributor, tapped the rotor, plugs, the coil. We've replaced almost everything on this car to do with spark, and so it's still not working right. It'll run great when we first change the spark plugs, but then shortly thereafter it'll start missing again. So I've ordered a new ECU for it, and today we're going to go ahead and try the ECU. I've been throwing parts at this car, everything to do with spark has been replaced. Even tried new injectors, which we also YouTubed that. The injectors didn't work either. Actually, they didn't work at all, so we took them back out and put the originals back in. But I changed the spark plugs after that, and she started running better again. So we know it's spark. It's doing a really weird thing. Spark is very erratic. It's like if you look at one wire, one plug, it's going pop, 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 nice spark, and then you look at three of them, they're doing that. Then you got one that's going pop, 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 just like that, and very erratic. So I'm assuming it's probably the ECU. So stay tuned. We're going to change the ECU. This is not going to be a long video. It's a pretty easy swap. She's right in the trunk. We're going to go through that and pray to God that this fixes it. If it does not, I'm going to need some help from you all, the viewers. Somebody give me throw me a comment. Say, hey, try this. I did talk to one guy that does foreign cars. He did say the ECU could be the problem. So we're going to try that. I found one at a good price with a lifetime warranty. So we're going to go ahead and try that and see if we have any luck. So say your prayers. What you're looking at is the ECU in the trunk of the car. It has this carpet over it, and so to pull the carpet back, you've just got these little pins that they kind of look like this, and when you see them, they're going to look like this. They're going to have a I guess let's see if we can get this center. Ooh, that's not so easy. But anyway, they've got a little pin here in the center, and usually what you have to do is just got to push in right here on this little piece right here, and it's supposed to, there we go, and push in. When you push in on it, it'll allow it to pop out. And I've got one still in place here. Now when you want to put them back in, you're going to have to push this piece back out, so it'll kind of look like this. So let's get it in the white here so it's easy to see. Okay, there's one I've still left in here. I don't know if you can see that because, my finger kind of contrasted a little bit for you there. There you go. And you can either leave it in there or you can just pull it back out, like this. And then the same thing, you pull it out like this, and you'll put it back in when it gets time to push it back in. And you'll push it into the hole over here. And then when you're done, you push that little tab back in, and it'll wedge it back in. So that's basically the secret there. It's not rocket science. This one is a little goofy, so we're going to have to play doctor with that one, but we'll make it work. But anyway, I'm not going to mess with that right this second. So, going to pull the carpet back, and you'll just, kind of just get it out of the way. And there's 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to loosen these up. You'll probably, let's see, kind of loosen these up real quick. There we go. And these two you don't even have to take out. Just loosen these two because it's on a slot. Just loosen them. You have to take that one out, and boom, it's out. And then you get this mess right here in the wiring system. And you got a series of plugs on the bottom, and they make it really nice and hard to see them. But they got a little push. Let's see if I can get you guys to see that. Got little push tabs right here. Okay. So, and the furthest one is on the furthest end. That makes a whole lot of sense. You're gonna push that tab and kind of wiggle her out of here. There you go. There's one. And the big one goes in the middle. Yeah, two. So this far one goes far other side. This big one, goes in the middle. It's bigger, so that's pretty self-explanatory. I think they are idiot-proof. Yeah, they are. There are different sizes. And then that one goes that way. So there we go. We're out. Okay? And that's pretty much it. So then all we got to do is going to take these two screws out, these two screws out, and these two screws out, and that's going to, and then we'll transfer this over to the new ECM, or the rebuilt ECM, I guess is the way we'd put it. Here's the new unit. I've already swapped the brackets over. As you can see, those nice shiny bolts on there, nuts on there. Alright, here's the old one. The old one actually looks better, if you ask me, but you know, looks ain't everything. So we're going to go ahead and slide this reconditioned one in its place, which is kind of a bummer because they stuck the sticker on the back. So, you know, if I ever sell the car, or if I forget I've replaced this in the future, I'm going to have to pull this off to get the numbers off it, which that kind of stinks. But I was smart. One, here's a video, and you can get a gander at the part number here. And two, I took a picture of this, put it in my computer, so we should be able to come up with a number if we need to. Anyway, I slid it back in place. Stick that one screw back in there. She's kind of tight. Come on, baby. There we go. And she's kind of snug in there. Alright. And I guess I should have plugged it in. I'm just gonna get this started just in case I run into trouble. There we go. And the far one, we're gonna put these two in first. No, I better put this one in. I'm gonna put the far one in first. Yeah, it would have been easier if I did it first. So I learned by my mistakes. Come on, where's the hole? There we go. There we go. Snap that into place. And then snap that into place. Last but not least, we'll snap that into place. You hear that nice loud click? That was them snapping into place. So, let's finish tightening this up. I'm going to make sure we get a good ground. And with this being painted, let's hope it's getting a good ground. Get a little sluggage. Now, before we put, before we go and put all this back in, we're going to take her for a test drive, because if it doesn't work, that one's going back, and this one's going back in, because there's no, you know, if it doesn't fix my problem, not a whole lot of sense in sending this other one back. I'm praying that it fixes it, because I can't think of anything else it could be. Well, I took it for a test drive, and at first, it wasn't any better. But then I realized, well, the last one may have burned out the plugs. So I decided to go ahead and change out the plugs. And that way, I gotta quit saying change out the plugs. That way, if the other one did burn the plugs out, I'd be able to make the, change the plugs out and hopefully let this new ECU work the way it's supposed to. So basically what I did is I pulled one plug at a time to see if I could figure out, because I didn't have a set of plugs, so I had some of the old ones I pulled out. I pulled one plug at a time to see which one was missing, and I found out that it was number 3. So I went ahead and changed number 3, and when I started her up, you could tell right away it was better. Took it for a ride, no hesitation, no problems. So theoretically, every time I've done a plug change or any other change, I would get an improvement, but never 100%. This time I got 0, no hesitation, no problems. No, nothing. It did seem a little slow for some reason, but maybe I just expected more out of it because it's been having problems for so long that I probably forgot that it's not a turbo, so it's not all that fast. It does, once it gets rolling, she's quick, but off the line, she's a little bit slow. So, and I've been driving a different car that's got a bigger engine and whatever. But anyway, so I think we got it licked, and I figured I'll just take a couple of seconds to explain that to you all. Hopefully it is fixed. We won't know for long term and see if she's burning plugs out again, because for whatever reason she was burning plugs out, and I'm thinking I was getting low voltage to the plugs, or too much voltage, or something. With this new ECU, that seems to not be an issue. We will find out for sure in the long run. But for now, she's better, And I'm just going to show you all how these things work. You can take the pin right out. You know, I don't know if you can see that. Here's the pin. Here's the actual little doohickey. But you take the little doohickey and you stick it in the hole and just kind of wiggle it out until you get her in the hole. Sometimes they're a pain in the asteroid. You got to try. There we go. You get her lined up, and sometimes they'll pop out and really irritate you, just like that one did. And now I can't find it. Here it goes. There's one of them. So they're going to be. This one's going to be a booger. So I'm just going to kind of. Once you get it in there, kind of hold your finger, I guess. Jeepers. I'm trying to show you, and I can't even do it. So you get that in there. This one's being a real snot. There we go. Get her in there. Stick that pin in there. Push it flush. Woo! Finally. Okay. This one has got the pin in it already, and that's fine. Just kind of get her in there. Get her lined up. Push the pin in. There you go. Once the pin's flush, it should keep it from going anywhere, and I seem to have lost the other one. But while I hunt it down, we'll just do it this way.